Hello everyone, Arya here. So previously we already tried to set up the Jenkins job using the freestyle job, and currently we will try to create a new job in the Jenkins using the pipeline. So what is the pipeline actually? So pipeline is actually orchestrate the long-running activities in the single or multiple agent. So basically, this can contains multiple stages that we define as we need. So the good things about pipeline, actually we can specify or define the pipeline dynamically using the Jenkins file. So if you are familiar with the Docker file or GitLab CI/CD, actually it has the same idea. So in the single file we can define what step that we need to do and what command that we need to execute on that step or stage and something like that. Okay, so basically we will try to convert the previous GitLab CI, okay, to be a single Jenkins file so we can run in the Jenkins. So let's start by creating the Jenkins job here. So let's create a image converter, okay, something like this. Image converter Jenkins pipeline, and select the pipeline here and click OK. After that we will see some selection here. So description is, you can leave it blank, and for the build trigger, for now let's just leave it blank. So we will run that manually. So because the goal of this tutorial is to show the impact of using the Jenkins file. Yeah, so in the pipeline, actually let's check first. Okay. Okay, so here in the general, let's use the GitHub project. Okay, and then oh wait, yeah, pipeline. Okay, so not this one. So basically what we need to do is, in the pipeline here definition, we need to select the pipeline script, not from the plane but from the SCM. In this case I'm using the GitLab because I already have the GitLab CI definition here. So what I need to do later is only convert this to the new file called the Jenkins file. So let's create a new file and let's tell the GitLab, the Jenkins, to use this GitLab repository. So what I need to do is copy this URL and then select the SCM to Git and paste the URL here and select the credential. In the previous video, actually I already create the video to create the credential. Basically it will only click add here and Jenkins and something like that, and we specify the branch that we want to monitor. In this case is master because I'm using the master, and the script of the path. In this case is we are still using default file name, which is Jenkins file. Okay, and let's apply and save. Okay, and in this file name, okay, let's fill it with Jenkins file, same like the one that we mentioned in the configuration. Okay, we need to make sure that the file name is correct, something like this. And we can see in the GitLab CI, actually we have two stage. The first is build and the second is archive. Let's make the similar in the Jenkins file. So what we need to do is, let's copy the example of the Jenkins file here. Okay, and let's copy in this page in the GitLab page. So for the agent, actually we can use any because we don't want to filter for specific agent right now. And for the deploy, we can delete that because we don't want to deploy, only for archive stage. So basically we only need to copy this because previously we already know the step to make the AWS Lambda artifact. So in this file, so the first thing is sh, okay, is to run the command and run something like this. So for get the requirements and then pipe3 install, something like this. So it should be a pipe3 because in the server where the Jenkins installed is using the pipe3. And then let's sh again, let's step something like this. So okay, so the next step, let's check the next step for the what I call the stage is to create the zip file. So we need to go to the package folder, something like this, and create the zip. Okay, for this one, let's make this image converter. Okay, make this one static for this time. Okay, and cd again, and let's create a zip. Okay, something like this. Okay, so basically this is that we want to do. So let's try after this to save this file and run the Jenkins. Okay, so it seems good actually. Let's see whether we encounter an error. So let's commit this file. Okay, okay, it's already committed. Then let's back to the Jenkins pipeline and click the build now. Okay. Okay, let's wait for a minute. Okay, there is some error. Let's check. Okay, in the column. Okay, I think I got it wrong. Okay, let's modify there. This should not be. It should be single quote, something like this. Okay, let's commit again, and let's build a now again. Okay, as you can see that actually the Jenkins are reading the Jenkins file. Okay, so you can see that there is a difference. Before it's failed intermittently, and now we can see some things working. Okay, so the another is in the line 13. So we can check in the line 13. Let's edit again to make sure. Okay, something like this. Okay, so cd package is not working here, so let's check. Okay, this one is not found, so let's check for the. Okay, first we need to make sure about the workspace. Let's see. Let's see for the workspace here. Okay, still nothing here, so let's check in the console output. Let's check. I need to know where the. Okay, build information. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can try to add the pvd here so we can see the full path of this build. Okay, and let's check again. Let's commit the changes and let's rebuild. Let's see for this one. Okay, Jenkins file already here, so let's build now again. Let's run it twice to make sure the Jenkins file is downloaded. Okay, let's see what is the error right now. Still no info here. Let's check why it's failed. Okay, okay, let's see. Let's edit again and okay, it should be okay actually, but let's wait. Let's check. Okay, maybe I will check the another job about the workspace. So let's see. Okay, let's try to use this Jenkins and use this one. Okay, and also use this one, image converter Jenkins pipeline, something like this. And then let's copy this one to this and let's commit again. Let's see whether it will work or not. Let's build now. let's build again. Let's see for the second time. Okay, let's see what's the error code. Okay, so the package here is not correct. Okay, let's edit again. Okay, maybe we can try to using sh here. Okay, so this one also sh, and this one also using sh. This one, let's try something like this, also sh here. Okay, so this will be image converter.zip, should be something like this. Let's try again, and let's build now again. Okay, still fail. Let's see what's wrong here. Okay, so line 18. Wait, not 8. Oh, line 8. Okay, I think because this one. Yeah. Should be using sh from the start. Okay. Let's run one time again. One more time. And let's see. Okay, so it's starting now. Yeah, so basically the mistake is I'm not putting the sh in the start, so yeah, the comment is not wrong, it's not correct, so it failed. So now the process is ongoing. Okay, let's see. Let's wait for the console output here. So as you can see that the process is working fine now, so we can check the status. Okay, and we can also check the pipeline steps, the one that we specify. So basically it will have some builds. Okay, stage start, so this is the stage for the build. Okay, and then for the archive, so basically at the end we will have this image converter.zip. Okay, let's see in the workspace something like this. Okay, as you can see that we have this image converter.zip. Okay, so actually we will successfully converting the GitLab CI/CD to the Jenkins file, so we can have the dynamic Jenkins step as we specify in this Jenkins file. So you will run new things here, and we can make this some enhancement in the pipeline. So let's say we want to add another step or another stage like deploy and something like that. We can do something like that. So the thing that after we do the modification in the Jenkins file and we create the several stages, we can see the how long the each stage is take the time. So yeah, we can see something like this. Let's try to build now again and to check to have the more statistic. Okay, so yeah, as you can see that the process is quite fast actually. And yeah, as you can see that we already have two stable build, and both are, we can check the workspace and download the file for the image converter.zip, and then later we can deploy in the AWS. I think that's all for this video. If you have any question, please comment in the section comment, and if you have any feedback also please comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you everyone. See you in the next video.